power company?
Yes, stay here.
Well, it's rather cozy in the dark, isn't it?
So you're back from your weekend then?
Oh, my weekend. I certainly am here. It was a week, and it rained the entire time. I feel damp down my underwear.
Well, why don't you have a drink and tell us all about it?
All right. Mind if I do?
Oh, there's other people here if you don't mind.
Us? Well, who's here?
I am Mr. Gorge.
Fernie?
Yes, taking refuge, I'm afraid. You know how I hate the dark.
Last thing. There we go. Who are you?
This is my neighbor, Harold Gorge. May I present Colonel Melkett.
How do?
This is Miss Carol Melkett.
Hello.
Let me take your raincoat, Harold.
Be careful, dear. It's sopping wet.
You have no candles, I suppose.
Would you believe it, Colonel? But I haven't, silly me.
What the devil did you do that for?
I'm saving your fuel, Colonel. You may need it later, and it's failing fast.
It's all right. I've got some matches right here.
Matches?
What was that?
A draft. They're all over this building. No match stays alight here. Old buildings are full of them. They're almost a permanent feature in this building.
I don't know what you're talking about. What's up with you?
Nothing.
You got a dead body in here or something?
No. We could all die. Naked flames. Hideous accidents happen with naked flames. Well, I just remembered something they always warn you about. In old buildings, the fuse box and the gas meter are in the same closet. They aren't here.
So what about it?
Well, electrical blowouts can damage the gas supply. They do it all the time. They're famous for it. And they say not to light a naked flame until it's mended.
I've never heard of that.
Well, take my word for it. It's terribly dangerous to have a naked flame in this room.
Brent's absolutely right. They even warned me about it when I talked to them on the phone before. They said, whatever you do, don't strike a match until the fuse is mended.
There, you see, terribly dangerous.
Then why didn't you warn me, Dumpling?
I forgot.
Brilliant.
You must take care.
Certainly must. Carol, why don't you give everyone drinks? Cheer us up.
Oh, good idea. Mr. Gorge, would you like a drink?
Well, I must say, that wouldn't come amiss. Not after the journey I've had tonight. I swear to God, there was 35 people on that train car. There were babes in arms, there was toddlers, there was 2 nuns, 3 yapping poodles, and not a sausage to eat from Jersey to New York. It's a disgrace.
They put on a restaurant cart, Mr. Gorge.
Not them, Fernie. They don't care if you perish once they've got their fare. Excuse me, I'll go and clean up.
You can do that here.
No, I really must unpack anyway.
Do it later.
No! I hate to keep clothes in a suitcase longer than I absolutely have to. If it's one thing I hate, Brinsley, it's a creased suit.
Well, 5 more minutes. It won't hurt, surely.
Aren't you bossy?
What will you have, Mr. Gorge? Winnie, Vera, or Jeanette?
Come again?
Winnie whiskey, Vera vodka, or a good old standby Jeanette.
It's all the same to you. I'll have a drop of Jeanette, please. And a little lime juice.
Young man, do I need to keep reminding you that you are in an emergency here? You have a guest arriving any second.
Oh, God. I've forgotten.
Try the coffee shop, try the neighbors, try who you damn well please, but sir, get a flashlight.
Yes, Carol, can I have a word with you?
I'm over here.
Oh.
Oh,
for a moment.
Oh, Mr. Gorge, so exciting. You'll never guess who's coming here tonight.
Who?
Yes.
The president.
You are ridiculous, Mr. Gorge.
What are we going to do?
I don't know.
Think! Think!
Is that boy touched or something?
Todd? Well, he's an absolute sweetheart. I've known him ever since he moved here. For years. There's not many secrets we keep from each other. Yes, really. He's a very sweet boy.
We'll have to put all of Harold's furniture back in the dark.
Now?
We have to. I can't get a flashlight till we do.
We can't.
We must. I mean, he'll go crazy if he sees what we've done to his room.
Well, come on, Fernie. Don't be a tease. Who is it? Who's coming?
I'll give you a clue. It's someone with money.
Money? Let me think.
Carol!
Look, can you just tell him it was all a joke?
You don't know him. He can't bear anyone to touch his treasures. They're like children to him. I mean, he cleans them twice a day with some special swan's down duster. I mean, he'll ruin everything. You don't want him calling me a thief in front of your father, do you, Mother? Oh.
Of course not.
Brinsley!
Look, how the hell can we do it?
Okay. You hold the fort here. Serve them drinks. Just keep things going. I'll leave it all to me. I'll try and put the furniture back in the dark.
It won't work.
It's got to.
Brinsley!
Coming, ma'am.
That
You're
boy's
up there.
touched. I don't know what.
Just trust me, darling.
Got the double Miller.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm off now, Colonel. Help is definitely on the way.
Hurry up, man.
Yes.
Would you like me to come with you?
No, it's fine. I mean, you must be exhausted after your trip and all those poodles. Just have a nice gin and lime. It'll do you wonders. Just stay there.
Hurry back, Fred. Look.
Yes, darling.
Well, now, drinks. What's everybody going to have? It's Jeanette for Mr. Gorge, and I suppose Winnie for Mother?
How the hell are you supposed to do that in the dark?
Oh, I remember the exact way I put the bottles. It's very simple.
Look, dear, let me strike a match. Sure, it's not that dangerous. Just for a minute.
Mr. Gorge, do you want to close all up? All poor Miss Bamberger would be teensy-weensy little bits of us, very Mexicans.
Bamberger. Is that who's coming? George and Bamberger.
Yes, to see Mr. Miller's work. Isn't it exciting?
Well, I read an article about her last week in the Sunday paper. She's known as the mystery millionaire. She's almost completely deaf. Deaf as a post. But she spends most of her time indoors with her collection. She hardly ever goes out except to a gallery or a private studio. That's it. If I had money, that's what I'd do. Just collect all the porcelain and china I wanted.
I've never met a millionaire. I've always wondered if they felt different from us. I mean, their actual skin.
Their skins.
I'm sorry. Yes, Colonel, their skins. I've always imagined they'd be softer than ours, like the skins of ladies when I was a girl. What an interesting idea, Miss Furnival.
She's very fancy as Fernie. Real imagination, I always say.
Oh, you're always so generous with your compliments, Mr. Gorge.
Oh, no.
But by no means fancy. In my day, softness of skin was quite the sign of refinement. Nowadays, it's hard enough for us middle classes to keep ourselves decently clothed, let alone soft. My father used to say, us middle classes are as dead as dodo. Oh, poor father, how right he was.
So your father was a professional man.
He was a man of God, Colonel.
Oh. How are those drinks coming?
Oh, they'll be just plenty here.
so right, Fernie. Rudeness and vulgarity, that's it to a T. The manners of some people today are beyond belief. Honestly, did I tell you what happened in my shop last Friday? I don't think I did.
No, I don't think so, Mr. Gorge.
Oh. I got a story. Well, I just opened up. It was about 9:45, and I was dusting off the teapots. You know, Rockingham collects something shocking when you should walk in with that Mrs. Levitt. You know, the ginger-haired bit I told you about?
Oh.
The one who thinks she's God's gift to back.
Oh,
Here's your lemonade.
thank you, Colonel.
Anyway, she has in her hand a vase. I sold her last week. Now, it was a birthday present for an old geezer she's having a bit of a ding-dong with. I read the situation. I'm a pretty good judge of character, Fernie, as you know. Yes. Anyway.
Damn it, glass!
What's the matter, Mother?
Blasted rolling chair. There's no damn rolling chair in here when I came in.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad condition. I've told them about it several times. Anyway, this vase is a nice bit of pansy, blue and white, with a good orange peel glaze. Absolutely authentic. Now, I let her have it for $25. That was infinitely the less of the bargain, I can tell you that. And she prances, her hair all done up in one of those bouffant hairdos. You know, the French. Tarty. It would look good in a girl half her age. Twice as much. You know the sort. You know what she says to me? The sort? She says, Miss Gorge, I've been cheated.
No.
Her very words. Cheated. I'm talking! Anyway, I say, and how exactly has that occurred, Mrs. Levitt? Well, by chance, she says, I took this vase over to Bill Everett's house, and he says it's not what you call it all Chinese and rare. He says it's a 19th century English piece of trash.
Oh, dear, Mr. Gorge, what did you do?
I'll tell you what I did. I counted to 10, and then I let her have it. In the first place, Mrs. Levitt, I don't expect my customers to go checking up on my honesty behind my back. In the second, Bill Everett is ignorant as dirt. He doesn't know tang from ting. And in the third, that applies to you. No, Mrs. Levitt! Well, I did a lot worse than that, I did. I certainly said, don't you cross my threshold again, because what you have in your hand is a minor masterpiece of Chinese pottery. But in point of fact, I said, you're not even a 1953 coronation mug. I said, don't you come in here again. Don't you cross my threshold, because if you do, Mrs. Levitt, I will not make myself responsible for the consequences.
Why, Mr. Gorge, how splendid of you. Here is your gin and lime. You deserve it.
I was very angry. Didn't care.
Mother, Greggy, Mother, here's your scotch.
Here, dumpling.
Carry your witch. Telling me about pottery. Whoa!
Do you care for porcelain yourself, Colonel?
I'm afraid I don't know very much about it, madam. I like some of that Egyptian stuff. You get some lovely colors. Like that urn I saw when I came in here. Very fine.
What urn is that?
The one on the table, sir. Very fine.
Did you know bring any Egyptian urns? Oh, what's it out then, this urn?
Well, we all got treats. Raise your glasses. I'd like to propose Mother's regimental toast to the dear old 25th.
The old 25th.
I'll drink to that.
Thank you, dumpling. Very touching. Very touching.
Right? Cheers.
Damn it, that's gin.
I've got lemonade.
That would be alcohol, I suppose. How unpleasant.
thumbs up.
Like, take another minute of this. I don't care, Dumpling. If you blow us up, then I blow us up. This is ridiculous. What the devil are you doing?
Now, don't be rash, Colonel. It's the first rule of an officer to never put your men in any unnecessary danger.
Don't be impertinent, sir. Where's the flashlight?
The coffee shop was closed?
You couldn't have gone to the coffee shop in that time. Surely you couldn't have.
Well, of course I did.
But it's 5 blocks away, Mr. Miller.
Well, needs must when the devil drives, Miss Furnival. Whatever that means.
Something very peculiar is going on in this room. I may not know Art Miller, but I know men, and I know a liar in the light, and I know one in the dark.
Mother.
I don't want to doubt your words, sir, but I'd like your oath that you went down to that coffee shop. Well?
Grimsy! Mother's talking to you!
Why are you shouting?
Oh, yes, of course. I was just thinking it over a moment.
Well, what's your answer?
I couldn't agree with you more, ma'am.
What?
Well, that was a very perceptive remark you made there. I mean, not everyone would have thought of it. Individual, you know, almost witty. In fact, it was witty. Why be ungenerous?
Are you trying to be funny, sir?
I'll try anything once.
This is becoming a bit unpleasant, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Quiet, Dumpling. Let me handle this.
What's there to handle, ma'am?
If you think I'm going to let my daughter marry a born liar, you're very much mistaken.
Mary?
Well, yes, that's the idea.
What a surprise!
I was keeping a secret, Harold.
Well, evidently. How long has this been going on, then?
A few months.
Oh, you old sliders.
I hope you approve, Harold.
Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? Well, I'll tell you one thing. You know how to keep things to yourself rather well.
I meant to tell you, Harold. I really did. You were the one person I was going to tell.
Well, why didn't you?
I don't know. I just never got around to it.
You saw me every day.
I know.
You could have mentioned it at any time.
I know.
I mean, there's no obligation to share confidences. I've only been your neighbor for 3 years. I've always assumed there was more of a geographical closeness between us, but I was obviously mistaken.
Oh, look, Harold. Don't start getting huffy.
I'm not going to get anything. Saying, it's surprising. It's surprising, it's somewhat disappointing.
Harold, just understand that it's not...
There's no need to say anything. It'll just teach me in the future not to bank too much on friendship. It's just silly me again. Silly, stupid, trusting me.
Oh,
God.
come on, Mr. Gorge. I haven't told anyone. Not one single Silverkins, really.
At the moment, Dumpling, there's nothing to tell. I'm not sure there's going to be.